We stand here today in the aftermath of a match that was on paper a dead rubber. South Africa had already marched into the semi-finals. Zimbabwe was already destined for the flight home. But at the Arun Jaitley Stadium, that dead rubber is a term that doesn't exist when the chevrons take the field. The final chapter of Zimbabwe's 2026 fairy tale, a tournament where they didn't just participate, they dominated headlines by slaying giants like Australia and Sri Lanka. They met a South African juggernaut that remains the only unbeaten side in this World Cup. And what followed was a masterclass in heart, grit, and the brilliance of one man, Sikandar Raza. Zimbabwe won the toss and chose to bat, but the Proteas' pace attack, refreshed with the likes of Kwena Mafaka, was relentless. At 28 for 2 and eventually 87 for 5, the innings looked set to crumble. But then, the captain took center stage. Sikandar Raza, playing with a hairline fracture in his finger, produced one of the most defiant knocks in T20 World Cup history. His 73 off just 43 balls wasn't just a score, it was a statement. He reached his 50 in 29 balls, the joint fastest ever against South Africa in T20s. Supported by a late cameo from Clive Madonde, Zimbabwe clawed their way to 153. It felt 20 runs short, but with the way Raza was moving, we knew the fight was only beginning. When South Africa stepped out to chase 154, the Zimbabwean dream felt alive. Within the first 3 overs, the Delhi crowd was stunned. Quinton de Kock, gone. Aiden Markram, clean bowled. The man responsible, once again, Sikandar Raza, at 43 for 3 in the power play. The unbeaten Proteas looked vulnerable. The chevrons were hunting. We saw Ryan Burrell flying through the air, take 2 of the most spectacular catches of the tournament to dismiss Ryan Rickleton and Dewald Brevis. For a moment, the world beaters were on the ropes, but champions find a way. Despite the pressure, South Africa's depth shone through. Dewald Brevis played a whirlwind 42 off just 18 balls, shifting the momentum back in a heartbeat. And when Raza struck again to leave the Proteas 5 down, it was the calm heads of Tristan Stubbs and George Linde who saw them through. They didn't panic. They rotated the strike, punished the loose balls, and eventually crossed the line with 13 balls to spare. A 5-wicket win that keeps the South African perfect run alive as they head to Kolkata to face New Zealand in the semi-finals. The scorecard says South Africa won by 5 wickets, but the player of the match was awarded to Sikandar Raza. That tells you everything about the spirit of this game. South Africa leaves Delhi as the favorites to take it all. They are clinical, they are deep, and they are yet to be beaten. But Zimbabwe? They leave with their heads held high. They proved that they belong on this stage. They didn't just ask for respect, they earned it. To the Proteas, good luck in the semi-finals. To the chevrons, thanks for the magic shown.